Hello friends, this is Mohan Raghavan and today the topic is cookie manager. Generally, JMeter has to have the cookie manager and we will come to know why do we need the cookie manager. Before to that, we will try to understand how cookie is very important in case if you are working with some secured sites. Let's go to the sample site and here you can see username and password. You need to provide the username and password to get into the login page. However, we will try to see where our cookies will be saved. Just go to inspect and here you can see the application tab. You can go and see the cookies and there are some cookies already there. So let me delete everything just to have a clear understanding. Now why do we need the cookies? First of all, cookies are required to identify your session and you in a unique way. And why do we need to identify our system and ourselves unique way? Because we are giving the username and password, right? So let's do this login and here I have been logged in, right? Now go to the cookies page and you can see some cookies has been generated with some random number, right? Which will be very unique to identify you and your session. And why do we need that? For example, we have access to two URLs here. herokuapp.com/login, herokuapp.com/secure. After login, you will be going to the /secure. In /login, you have given the username and password so that you are authenticated. But then the moment you get into the /secure, this is a stateless. That means that it will not remember anything that you have done or that you have entered previous screen, which is the /login. So this is the concept called stateless. That means that every request will not remember anything that you have done previously. It's totally new request, only that request will be considered. In that case, what happens is, like, if you don't have the cookies, if you just go into the /secure page, again you will be asked for the login, because it will not remember your username and password and authentication which happened in the previous step. Now what we need to do? So that's where cookies comes into picture. Now because of cookies, it can easily identify, and by session ID or let's say from the cookies, it will clearly understand you have already given the authentication. So that's the reason you are in this page. Try to prove that, just remove all the cookies and refresh the same page. So before to that, because of cookies, it's not only this tab, even if you go to the other tab, you don't need to log in again. Right? Now let me delete all the cookies and try to refresh the same page. Now again refresh the page. Since we don't have any cookies, it could not identify you uniquely. So it's again asking you to log in. That means that again you need to give the username and password. So now you will be knowing that why do we need the cookies. And the main and foremost thing is, like, JMeter is not the browser. Like browser has the developer tools where it will save all the cookies and it will give that cookies to the next level of request. But in JMeter by default it will not happen. The same action has been done here and we have recorded. Just try to execute this and go to the results tree, and here you can see the secure and if you go to the page and see the content, the /secure should be having the after login page, but it is having still the home page. Just to prove that, copy this HTML content and go to the W3 HTML editor, Control A and V, and run it. Here you can see still it is in the home page which is asking the username and password. Even though it has a /secure, it is not having any details. Now let's add the cookie manager. Right click and add the cookie manager for the thread group level. Go to the config element and click on the HTTP cookie manager. So what it does? It will collect all your cookies from the starting and it will save it, and it will give the reference to the subsequent steps so that you will be authenticated because it is giving the cookies for you. The same like browser. Now I will run the same. Before to that I will show. Here you can see secure. It will not have any information, but if I run one more time with cookie manager. Now go to the secure and copy that content. Now again Control A, Control V and run it. Now here you can see the page has been changed. For the same request without cookie manager, it is still in the home page, whereas if you give the cookie manager, it is going to the next page because it is remembering your state due to the cookies. So that's the reason we need the cookie manager in JMeter, and you will be adding the cookie manager for your entire thread group. So this is all about this video. Hope we have understood why do we need the cookie and where we can see the cookies inside our browser and where we can add our cookie manager in JMeter, and because of cookie manager what happens in our JMeter execution. So thanks all, thanks for watching and have a great day.